Welcome back to the Road to 56, as what was the free city of Danzig is now the People's Republic of Prussia, and somehow we are not dead. Okay, that might be because of all this slop giving us some support, and we're dug in a well-fortified city, but still. There's let's see, the Second World War there. Sino-Japanese War, we're not involved in that at all. We have contributed a fair amount of the effort for our size. 34,000 casualties in total versus how many have they lost? Chinese Africa have lost nothing to us. Romania has not had any problems with us. They no. 15,000. Yeah, we have cost 290,000 to the Germans. Has Italy actually cost anything to us? No, 29,000. So yeah, we're punching above our weight is the way I would like to say it, but we're still back to a wall. Yeah, they just can't push through. Problem is we can't build up anything to... Let's start building up anti-air, because we're going to need that. We do need it. Should have done that ages ago. Like, let's be honest, I have not done a very good job of this, have I? Give this guy. Improvisation expert. Might be useful when I go on the attack, or entrenchment speed I think would be really good for what we have here. Yes, it's very specific to what we need right now, but I can't afford to do anything better. Honestly, the only thing keeping us in the game right now is this. We are ticking up our manpower because I've gone for a desperate defense, along with the limited conscription. Is that likely to make any difference to us? Probably not. I'm actually kind of tempted to add a line artillery on here just for the extra defense. Well, it doesn't have to react that much extra, 15 extra defense, but the soft attack would be nice. And I do have plenty of artillery to spare. So what we're basically doing here is acting as a kind of beachhead and a massive thorn in their side. It's like, Denmark isn't in this, Norway isn't in this. I think it's basically because the Moustache Man actually has a massive land border to deal with here. Well, not massive, but you know what I mean.
Angetreten.
Supplies are a bit of an issue, but not much I can really do about it. Oh, we're starting to take up that. Basically, we're just capturing a lot of equipment from them because I think one of our doctrines, land warfare, asymmetrical warfare, means we actually gain extra equipment capture from recon. So yeah, 10% of enemy equipment we are stealing. Probably go for something a bit more than this if I had if I had, what was it? Maintenance companies. I want to look into those. They do what do they require? Trucks, I think. These definitely require trucks. Try to target the Isle of Man. Good luck with that. Let's see, if I went with a field hospital on these guys, it does give me some extra HP and all that. What do I need? Ah, 120 more trucks. So, yeah, that's not going to happen for a while. And if I add anti-air, what does this require? Another, yeah, like 10% of the anti-air I need. I really have not made a good job of this, have I? What's this give me? Just for anti-air, that's not too much use. That would be useful for static anti-air, which I do have. I will get that, so because I will need it at some point. I don't care about Borneo or Greece, I can do nothing about them. Reinforcement rate's not going to be too much of an issue. Why don't I just go with the improvisation expert, just so I have it on someone. As it stands, they just can't push out. They can't push us out, but we can't push them out either. I'm actually going to go all in on these because I can build them quicker, and they still keep building even as fighting rages, so eventually I can build these up quicker. So yeah, this is turning into a massive episode of how the fuck am I not dead yet? But it seems to work. Could go to total mobilization, but I would probably need to up it in script as well, so I need another 300 political power in total. Do I go here? Nothing here that's really useful to me. I might go for... I might actually go for the greater good because... well... Curable population would be nice, but we are low in stability. I'll go with cultural norms when I can afford to, it's just too good to pass up. How many of these do I need? 220 and I have 30, so I'm a quarter of the way there. Actually, bomb vulnerability would be probably a good thing to have. Trucks, that's enough for I think 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is actually duplicate this as dated infantry. And these have field hospitals and support anti-air. And I'll probably add some artillery on that as well. Actually, because they're basically just going to sit here, and organization's actually a bit low. Maybe remove that, keep it a little higher.
Weiter, weiter!
Greece has capitulated. I'm going to swap these guys over soon. We are veterans, so that provides a massive bonus to that. I could probably swap another over soon, depending on our trucks. This one there. Winter's coming, I might want this. Because it is cold.
Weiter, weiter!
How many trucks do we have? Still another 20. Yeah, we're stealing everything they haven't nailed down, so
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
I think I can afford to swap another over. Not enough anti-air yet. About a week I'll probably have those though. Let's see. Anything I can put up here? Put up some of our spare artillery, see if anyone finds it. Probably gonna go with balanced approach for that. Honestly, I'll probably go for stability with a lot of these because I will need it. Elusive gentleman, not a spy, that doesn't cost me anything. I'm not really using the factories for much, so I may as well just put them in on this. Get it out of the way. Yeah, go refit yards. It's not like I'm going to reuse them for a while, but it does kind of fit with Danzig or Danzig being a... Oh, we are no longer short of manpower. Hooray. Buy enough trucks and... Oh, we actually have medium tanks.
Achtung!
Do I add them to these? That requires 50. Well, I am going to leave those in position here. I think I'll probably actually swap this out for army defense or army organization. Might not be a bad one. Dockyard's not much use to me. Air school. I might just... I'll leave this as is. I'm basically just doubling down on this now because even though I should have gone with dispersed, I really was expecting to be able to go on the attack. Bit off more than I could chew.
Greift weiter an! Vorrücken!
I think I can swap none of these guys out for the updated infantry. Better counterintelligence, we'd like to see that. Actually, I might do a civilian department just so I can get the rest of this, and then the army department. The goal is to have 3 spies, 1 for counterintelligence, the other 2 to build up here and screw up their planning. Spy. Oh, we got a safe cracker. Actually, I'm actually going to consider adding a tank onto this, a medium tank onto this. This is where we have on 61 medium tanks, we need 100. Ah, excellent. We entrench faster, and our engineers will buff our leg infantry even further. Yeah, love to see it. I need to buff this, so I'll probably go with these guys soonish. Once I can. And I think we're going to start having a look at tanks, because we might need them. It might be good to have, based on what we're doing. Or rather, based on our hard-earned experience, is the way I would put it. So, for armor, what am I likely to go with here? Probably mobile defense. That would be probably the most immediate use of the ones we've pinched. Preferred tactic for this gentleman. I'll leave it for now. How many tanks do we have? 75. And I could go with mountaineers. I'm not going to, because what we really need are just infantry. This doesn't cost me too much, and it'll give me some counterintelligence. We have easy tanks that we've stolen. What have we got? Load the Panzer IVs. For some reason. A couple an Italian and a Polish one. Guess nobody's buying that stuff. I probably could just stop producing artillery at this point. Once I've got maybe 1,000 of it, I think I will, because at that point we're not losing it. We'll have a decent surplus built up. I'm going to do something about our stability as well. really got a way to do that. Yeah, still 16 short. I'd rather wait until I actually have a surplus of those before I start swapping them over. What I'm probably going to end up doing is speccing into self-propelled anti-air.
Los! Los! Los!
Where was it put as support anti-air onto these? How much would it cost me? I need another 50 of those, which is going to take me... Right, so that would be 10 weeks. A little less. Let's see now. Airspeed, not too much. Yeah, that's really useful. There's maintenance. Might be useful for equipment capture later on. Do we even have any planes? Nope. Never actually did assign a guy there, but it's not worth it. We nearly have enough for to get medium tanks and everything. We do have now, but I'm not going to yet. Wait until I actually have a bit more of a surplus. We're going to assign that factory to trucks, but I do need more of them. Actually, guns more than anything else. Okay, that's enough of a surplus. Medium tank. Does lower our organization a little bit. Does that actually provide any armor? Strange, it should. Feels to be that the tanks are just not that great. Well, we have the intel advantage, that helps. Oh, we're now short of coal. Right, so save up my political bar and go for this industrial concern because that just gives me +6 flash. Right. Keep him on counterintelligence. You two build up. It is going to... Stacking them doesn't really... has diminishing returns, but for what we're doing here, I think it's good enough. More civilian guards. Take some of the pressure off him.
Ausrücken!
These guys do require fuel. but I can't really do anything about that yet. Alright, how many trucks do we have? 83, that's enough for... I think that's enough to give everyone here a field hospital. Just. And support anti-air. Not quite. I'm gonna buff these guys up with more infantry because try to get to 36 width if I can. I think that's pretty much the meta now. What does this require? Infantry equipment. It says we just have that available, but that's purely because we're upgrading. And the artillery we're not really short of. Yeah. I think I'm gonna start finishing it this way. 155. Once they've completed upgrading, I'm just going to reassign this factory entirely. I went with that. No, I'd have to go all the way through that. It just is not worth it. Those guys are chunky. Support anti-air, can I afford this now? Not yet.
Vorrücken!
Still waiting for that to be fully beefed up. Yeah, I just need the manpower. Improved work conditions. Yes, we need the extra stability more than I need the coal. One piece of coal is just not worth worrying about right now. Yeah, their max planning factor is decreasing, which means they're going to have a hard time actually getting into us. Like, we're holding alongside some Belgians, Indians, South Africans, French, Omani militia. This is really turning into a... really turning into a how the hell are we not dead? I think I'm actually going to go with the armored army because we need the extra defense and entrenchment. Actually, no, soft attack and then hard attack. We're going to need that. Ah, Vichy France has joined the war! Right. Half an hour in. It's June of 1942. 44,000 casualties to us. Versus... not enough to really spot there. Now, I wonder if that's because there's a French unit here that's causing all this extra stuff. Ah, well. Alright, how many? 94 of those. Once they're fully upgraded and I've got a bit of some extra leeway, I'll swap them over. Here's a stupid idea. What if I gave these guys military police? Like, suppression is useless to me. But the extra soft attack? Not really worth it. Like, there's no real reason to use military police except as on suppression unit, on garrison units. And even then,
Achtung!
wait for the manpower to tick in. And we're still mobilizing, so it helps. So waiting for this to tick up. I'll swap out for the defense specialist because extra defense is probably going to be more useful to us here. Maintenance company, extra capture ratio would not be a bad idea. If I give that instead of the support anti-air, what does that require? Just support equipment. Equipment capture ratio goes up by 5%. We're not actually short in any of that, but I'll leave it for now. Though, actually, I'm probably going to swap this out for the maintenance company. Requires less support equipment. We don't get as much HP out of this, but we're more likely to capture stuff, and then add the support anti-air on. 10 more of those, we should be able to swap them over. Ape Cormoran. I swear that's just doing it to troll people. I don't care about half those anyway. Why did I care about Curacao? I go with efficient communications for extra positioning. Like, I haven't got any nadir yet, so I'm not in any hurry to get one, but have it and not need it is probably the best way to deal with this.
Befehle! Zuhören!
Right. Go all in on quality because we haven't got enough for mass quantities. Yep, it's slowly ticking up.
Ausrücken!
Let's swap this out for maintenance so we just steal more stuff off them. Support anti-air. We're going to be a little short of anti-air, but I think that's okay. And it'll save the motorized for our big units. No, not them. These guys. Let's see. Factory outpush, or I gotta do this for division organization. Training time's gonna be not be shit to us. Well, that's unexpected. Pearl Harbor fell. America, what the hell are you doing? Maiden Army Department is trying to figure out what they're up to here. Actually, I might go with this guy now because I am using line artillery. What does this get me? I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna go with this because engineers are really, really useful. Missing medium tanks, well, we got plenty of those stocked up. Let's swap this out and put it into guns. We need those more than anything else right now. Not one of those yet. Yeah, we're still ticking up, though we're getting close to our max limit there. Just need more political power to do everything. Lack of power is not helping, but there's not much I can really do about it. Yeah, we're just stealing everything they haven't nailed down. And they must be getting very narked with us. Right. We haven't lost too many more extra people. We're not actually losing all that many to them. So I think what really is happening here is they're running out of organization before they can even do anything. Oh, I mean, look at our defense. Yeah, they're basically just throwing themselves against us without the ability to do much to us. I mean, I think we're punching well above our weight here. Anyway, there's actually a naval landing here in the Isle of Man. Is that gonna do anything? The AI seems to love doing that in this mod. It then becomes a massive thorn in the Allies' side. And usually when I'm playing around, I'm the one who has to go clean this out. Well, I'm gonna leave this here. If you think this is worth watching, maybe like it, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Maybe tip me on Patreon, Ko-fi, whatever, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.